Hey, we back, y'all. Back with Larry.
Yes,
Getting ready to
sir.
close this out because we had Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm gonna just tell you. So, Larry, I did a Boston Butt. I did chicken wing, 10-pound chicken wings. I had sliders. I had cheese. I had Doritos, macaroni salad, baked beans. You ain't gotta tell me what you cooked. Anyway,
Oh man, I made Sunday dinner. I had stew some chicken wings, put them in the
what?
pot, made some cabbage, rice. I had a whole soul food Sunday meal.
That's what's up. Real quick, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna talk about some bad news real quick. We're not gonna be long on it. We just sorry about the Super Bowl parade, what happened out there in Kansas City. That violence was a nonsense. So one was killed, 21 injured, 12 kids were shot, but they all are listed to make a full recovery. And just want to let you know that the families are in our thoughts and prayers. And there's word out there that they need to cancel the Super Bowl parades. I don't think so. Just beef up security and let's just do a better job with the gun law, stuff like that. Anything you got to say on that, Larry?
Nah, like you said, man, it's definitely a touchy subject. I feel heartfelt, for the families that was involved in it, man. To take something as great as Super Bowl that parade and turn it into a massacre, that's just uncalled for, man. Like you say, man, something has to be changed, but it's something that it felt like we repeatedly continue to talk about it. And unfortunately, I think we at where we at, man, because I don't see no change into it. So, I just hopefully, man, like we said, man, my thoughts and prayers are out for the family. Definitely
Okay, now
heartfelt.
getting on some better news to try to make it a better enlightenment on this session. Uh, the Chiefs got their third one. They did a repeat.
Tom
And I'm
Brady
here to tell
Jr.
you, y'all, I know we got a bunch of Chief fans out there. We also got a bunch of bandwagon jumpers. But the fact of the matter is, they had no business winning that Super Bowl. Whether you're a Mahomes fan, Andy Reid fan, those are two great guys. We love them, but they had no business winning that Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan, you are now officially on the clock for a choke artist.
Nah, he's not on the clock. He's on the. You had two chances and blew both of them. Nah, your time is already up. That's pretty much who he is at this point.
Well,
Choke
I think
artist
you're
number one.
forgetting two chances as a head coach, but don't forget the great OC. The
Hmm.
28-3 Super Bowl against the Pat, bruh. You looking? Hey, we got you a 0-3.
Yeah, and then as unfortunately Steve Wilkes had to be the scapegoat. My opinion, he didn't deserve to be fired, but as we know, man, once the owner come down on you, something else, something got to change quick, and unfortunately, Steve Wilkes had the bad end of it, man.
Well, that's what I disagree with it on. Just like you said, if you need a scapegoat, fire your special teams coordinator. Last I checked, under your watch, it was a muff punt. Under your watch, it was a missed field goal. And somebody said, yeah, but you ain't looking at the special teams also contributed to 8 points. Well, the defense, first quarter, caused the KC to have a fumble, you know, when they were pushing, getting ready to score. Beginning of the third quarter, the defense caused a pick by Mahomes and Kyle Shanahan, a great field position. This dummy decided to throw three straight passes. Don't even run the ball.
Yeah, and I just can't understand none of the teams that face the Chiefs actually put up an effort to run on them. Man, it was you the one that told me, how bad they run defense was, but the Ravens didn't do it. Um, and the 49ers didn't do it. The 49ers started, but it's like the coach said, okay, man, look, man, we don't had enough of it. We just gonna throw the rest of the way and not even run at CMC no more. I don't understand it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Buffalo put up 182 yards on them in the playoffs, and nobody was that.
Mm-hmm.
And going by that, so I don't know if you heard, Larry, but Brandon Ayuk's girlfriend put out a thing that says, I don't know if we're going to be here next year. Brandon Ayuk followed it up on Instagram and says, don't forget what got you there. So he balled out in the playoffs. Come to the Super Bowl, he got 3 catches. Kittle didn't do nothing either. What was y'all thinking about? These boys
Yeah.
all pros.
Well, one of the main thing I noticed that the Chiefs made the Chiefs are good at, and they said that the Chiefs secondary was literally number 5 in the NFL. So catching on them was not easy. It's the running thing that they should have kept going. All the
Thank you.
teams should have ran all over.
They like number 2, number 3 in pass defense, run defense. They number 18. And this is the thing. From what my eyes saw, Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell was trashing that defense. But the
Yep.
great Kyle Shanahan, again, he forgot about what got them there, which was CMC, not Brock Purdy.
Yeah. And don't forget all the times, all the open lanes what Lamar Jackson had, and he didn't take none of them. Trying to throw on them, you cannot throw on them. They secondary was actually pretty awesome.
I want to be a passing quarterback. Lamar, like, I want to be a passing quarterback. Not today, bro. Run it in, tuck it in. Just get to the Super Bowl, bro. They're gonna talk about you no matter what. Just get there.
Man, my thing is get there and continue to do what made you win. That is what you do.
Yeah.
You made it here by your legs. You made it here by your run game. Y'all was using 3 running backs at one time. That's how good y'all was in y'all run game. Then y'all want to get down there now to the postseason. Now you want to throw. Everybody knows when it comes down to the postseason what time it is. It's the run game time.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why you want to have fresh running backs, and they had it. The next thing is, it looked like in overtime, or was it in regulation, Brock Purdy had somebody open in the end zone, and Chris Jones come and got him. And I was looking at that play again, and nobody blocked him. They shifted he on the right, the line shifted to the left, and he come right through. The guy was wide open in the end zone. Nobody was around him, and Brock couldn't get him the ball because Chris Jones was in his face. It's stuff like that, Kyle Shanahan, that you're a choke artist and you sitting up there blaming everybody for your mistake. The fact is, you just can't get it done.
No,
and you may go down in history. I'm telling you, Niners, y'all starting to look like the Bills. Y'all remember the Bills in the 90s? 4-0 to 4 straight times to the Super Bowl, come up with 0. That's where y'all headed. I mean, it just looked like, I don't know what it is. It's like they got a double lead. And if you would have told me, you find Steve Wilkes, at the end of regulation, Mahomes had 1 TD. If somebody tell me Andy Reid and Mahomes have 1 TD in regulation, you said that they had to lose. And the only TD they got is when he did the muff punt and had the ball at the 20-yard line of the Niners. That's the only time the defense let it up in regulation. It should have never gone in overtime.
Yeah, and it's crazy to know that it's like the teams all of something when they get down there to the Super Bowl. It's like, I don't know if they are intimidated by Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I don't know, because the teams get down there now, they don't do anything that helps them, win. The Chiefs has nobody on offense outside of Travis Kelce. How do y'all let them win? That's the truth. All you got to do is just guard Travis Kelce.
Honestly, I got the Chiefs probably to go again, and I'll tell you why. This was their worst year. They had lost the most games this year. Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good season. I'm not talking about the playoffs. The Chiefs was very vulnerable. They didn't have no weapons or none of that, and y'all still can't beat them. Now next year, Andy Reid say, "Well, you missed your shot. I'm finna go out there on free agency and draft me a wide receiver."
Oh yeah, it's about time to do for him to get an MVP. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna end up giving the MVP to Lamar Jackson, but I guess
No, Larry. That's already done. That was done February 8th.
Oh, I missed it. Who won MVP? I missed
Lamar
that.
Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you how bad it was. It was just a hater out there. I didn't know he was that close. He was 1 vote for having his second unanimous MVP. 1 voter decided, just out of hate, to give it to Josh Allen. He got 1 vote just to hurt Lamar Jackson. He would have made history. But I'm like this, man. I wouldn't even care about MVPs right now, bro. You can't get it done in the playoffs. Larry, I just feel a certain type of way by him now. I mean, I've been defending this guy, man. I don't know.
For the contract, for the amount of money they're giving him, I'm pretty sure he got the keys to anything he want to do. I'm pretty sure that whole playoff scheme with him patting the ball and running and trying to throw, I believe that was all on him trying to hush the haters up. Like, listen, who cares about the ears? People gonna
Yes.
always talk about you. That they always will. Hey, we talk about Patrick Mahomes, but you see how good he is. People gonna always talk about you.
And then you need to be like Mahomes. When he don't have a good game, and a lot of times he don't, everybody still say how great he is. And speaking of that, I'm just gonna say this. I don't care if it's special teams or not. That MVP should have went to the Kansas City, Harris Buckner, the field goal kicker. He was 70% of their offense all night long.
Honestly, I tell you who else was good. That punter, that for the 49ers, hey,
Yeah,
that
he
punter
was.
was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They backed up. They backed up and they red zone the punt.
About 3 or
And
4 times.
this dude kicked that thing all the way down to the KC 20. And I'm like,
That's the
whoa.
20. He done kicked he had 2 kicks that he kicked inside the 5.
I mean, the boy, you're right. Yeah, that is on the special team. All that's on the special team.
Yeah.
So special teams did do good at. Sometimes just got bad luck. I don't know what it is. You remember
I say
Tom
bad
Brady.
coaching.
Yeah, like Tom Brady in the Pats those years. I mean, the chances are the dude had missed an extra point or a field goal all year, and the extra point get blocked. Then they would have been up 4 on Kansas City, and Mahomes with a minute and 52 seconds left would have had to get it in the end zone instead of just go down there and kick a field goal and go in overtime. I'm like, boy, if you curse, you just curse.
But that just comes from still, if you was to look at it, just bad coaching. Kyle Shanahan, bad coaching. Great OC. I give him that, boy. He can call some plays. But when it comes down to actually coaching, he suck at it.
I'm starting to think like you do. You know, it's back in the day at Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, they in the boxing match. And without them ever throwing a punch, they had already won the match. They were already in the opponent's head. They already had them scared. And they just look over there. Mahomes over there. Ooh, we better score. We better score 30.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think some of the off season changes needs to be with some of these teams?
Some of them gonna be hurt. Like the Niners, they got a lot of people they're gonna have to pay. The Chiefs got Chris Jones going to be a free agent. He
They gonna
got
pay
his
him.
second. He's got his, I think, second Super Bowl. So if I'm Chris Jones, man, I got to go with the highest bidder. Now it's time to get your money. I know he up there on the parade. We'll be back, and we'll be back the year after, bro. I don't know if that many dollars will go around for you to be back.
Yeah. Well, he done been. I think he got all 3 with him, don't he?
I'm not sure. I know he got 2.
Yeah, it's definitely all. I can't.
Oh, speaking of that, I just read, Larry, where what is his name? Trevor Lawrence want to be reunited with his former Clemson teammate. Would you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
T. Higgins.
Oh. Well, that would be nice, but do Jags even have the money for him?
I don't know, but the Jags are trying to, because they ain't paid T. Law. He's still in his rookie contract. So that would be nice. He can go over there and get him. But the thing is,
You think they're
it
gonna
ain't
get
all
rid of
about it ain't.
Rainey?
Yeah,
What?
it ain't all about being nice, bro. I wrote in the comment, bro. You got to stop being a turnover machine. I don't care who they get.
Yeah, he is the problem. It ain't the team. He's the problem.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Larry, what you think the Bucks need to do this offseason?
Well, the first thing has got to be we got to give Mike Evans his money. There's no way we can let him go.
That
Mike
part.
Evans invested 10 years with us and done everything for us. Took pay cuts when he didn't even have to. By y'all offering this man money should be not even a thought. Y'all, hey, after all that he done for this team, it should be a priority to get him. That's the first thing. I do like the thoughts of keeping Baker Mayfield, so I'm happy with that. But we definitely got to get some changes on that defense. That's going to be one of the main things, and You know,
Well, Larry, who you think on defense y'all gonna lose? Devin White definitely out of there, right?
it's gonna be out of him or Levante David. If so, I'd rather keep Levante. Keep paying Levante. Hey, that man
Even though
invested 11 years with us.
yeah, even though he older, man, Devin White with them different attitudes. Um, well,
Shoot, he was benched doing the he ain't even really even play during that Detroit game. It was all KJ Britt. Yeah, he
yeah.
ain't even really even play.
So I definitely believe Devin White gone. Maybe Tomlin can do something with him or something. But there's rumors out there that I think is going to happen now. Justin Fields is probably going to be traded. Where do you think he need to go? They said Tomlin is interested in him at Pittsburgh, but I don't believe Pittsburgh do that. Fortunately, they don't go after. He don't like to make nobody upset or bring somebody else in. But Mitch Trubisky, I don't know if you know, Trubisky has been cut.
He should. I say either there or the Commanders. They're gonna need somebody. Falcons. The Falcons look good. You know how they love minority quarterbacks anyway. He can probably
This
fit
is
in
true.
there, and you
Well, he
know,
go to the Falcons and he do a run that thing off, and it reminds him of Michael Vick. Boy, I'm telling you, the stadium will just go crazy. They will
mhm.
love him there because
He
man, you got
definitely
rid of.
he needs a change of atmosphere.
He does.
He don't had his days with the Bears. That's a route he needs to go because
And the
the
first
Bears,
thing be like,
when they
can
drop
you give?
the quarterback gonna be in the same predicament he was in.
Yeah, I'll be if I'm Fields. Can you give me a good OC? Can you give me a good O line? Man, you got Pitts over there. You got Drake London. Man, he would love that. The next thing is
Honestly,
like you said. Okay,
in my opinion, you got better quarterbacks than Caleb Williams coming out. In my opinion, I don't
yeah,
like
I
that.
was just saying this Caleb Williams thing. I was debating with a guy yesterday. Yeah, Caleb Williams gonna do. I said he ain't gonna do nothing at the Bears.
Nope.
I said that boy's gonna get killed because of that O line not right, and Caleb can't run like Justin Fields, and he gonna sit back there and just get tumbled. I said he will be humbled very very quickly. Him and his
Hmm.
dad.
I tell you, a person I want to see though, uh, hopefully make it full recovery is Anthony Richardson because he started off having a promise over there at the Colts, man. Then the Colts actually came on strong because Gardner Minshew almost took it to a playoffs.
They were one game. Texans had to win week 18, or the Colts were gonna go.
Yeah, and if he can come back fully strong, man, and that defense for the Colts, with shocking after they let Shaq Leonard go, was turning around. I
It
still
was.
don't understand what actually fully happened on that one.
It was some of the teams. We got Jacksonville and Tampa, Miami, our Florida teams. But man, I'm really looking forward to the Houston Texans.
Yeah,
I mean, get CJ some more wide receivers, and boy, look at him.
I
That
believe
team
he.
there.
I believe the receivers he got is actually he don't really need none. Everything else now should be on defense. Get more pass rush because they didn't. They were starting to get it, but only thing they really have was Will Anderson. And
Right.
if they need to beef up that D line, get that D line
I
right.
said it. I said maybe the first couple of rounds that, and maybe in the fourth round or third round, I think they also need to go out and get them a real nice running back. They
Mm,
didn't run the
I
ball at
say, I
all
say,
last year.
I say, man, these what I seen the turnaround in this year is safeties, man. They need a safety. They need a dominant safety on that defensive back because I'm starting to see after what Antoine Winfield had. Detroit had a nice safety that came from Alabama. I actually liked that kid too, man. I wanted Tampa to grab him. I wanted Tampa to get him.
um, it came across a couple of weeks ago, Larry, that sounded real good. Saquon Barkley gonna be a free agent. They think Texans should pick him up. I think he would do great over there. What
Oh
you think
man, if
about that?
that's the case, oh yeah, I definitely go, man. Shoot, anybody will grab him. His thing
Yeah,
is just stay healthy, man. Just stay healthy. God,
scared to get everybody's scared to get your contract because they know what's going to happen. I'm sorry.
you got to stay healthy, man. Man, you're not good. You're no good to us if you hurt. I mean, that's just the bottom line. You want all this money, but you got to at least give us at least 2 years of non-injury. You hurt every year.
Yeah, you're right. And I had something come across today too. I don't know if you saw it, but the Seattle Seahawks gonna keep Geno, the new coach. That's Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator is the Seahawks new coach. They're gonna keep Geno. They said if they don't keep him by March, he will lose his $12.7 million, and they're gonna keep him to make sure he get his money. I like that. Plus, I think they need to draft a quarterback
Oh, they got
and sit under Geno for a year. I like that.
yeah. It don't need to be their first pick. They first pick. I'm pretty sure since you say the defensive coordinator went up, you got to beef that defense. You got to get that defense back to where it was. That defense is horrible. I'm sorry, Bobby Wagner. You gave them awesome years, awesome linebacker, and apparently still paid the Pro Bowl. But yeah, you burnt City, bro.
He had a good year, old as he is.
Yeah, but he can't cover no more because I watched that game, boy. Hey, you can throw all over him. He ain't got the speed no
I'm,
more.
I'm, I'm going to tell you somebody else now. I don't care if you were dumb enough to give up 2 first round to the Jets, but you have to get rid of the president. I'm talking about Jamal Adams. He has been nothing. He came out, played one game, and got hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
they got to cut
another one
him.
stay
No,
hurt.
nobody gonna pick him up. I mean, nobody gonna trade you for him. You just got to flat out cut him, save that money, and go get you some young defense because he's no good.
Yeah, you know who he remind me is. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, Bob Sanders. Remember Bob Sanders for the
I'm just
Colts?
getting ready to say that. My boy on the coach, but
Bob
this was it.
Sanders, man, he
But
was
Bob Sanders was
magnificent.
better, and I tell you why. He'll be hurt all year, but come playoff times, he said, I'm finna hit me somebody.
Yeah, well, shoot, we need you doing regular season too. But remember, he was out a whole lot of seasons though.
Yes, he
I used
was.
to love him, man. I used to love playing with him on the game too. I love me some Bob
He,
Sanders.
he was just one of them guys like Troy Polamato. Is that when he get in there, he just put his whole body into the tackle. He
Mm-hmm.
he, he didn't care about his body. Them days, them boys didn't even care about their body. They just, I'm gonna give you everything I got. I might only be good for one game, but just one game, I'm gonna have 10 tackles.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I'm
So
definitely, glad for this last segment that we on, man.
it's been a great week. I mean, it's been a great year. Um, we had we had fun. We had fun in fantasy. We had disappointments in fantasy. Um, it to me, it was just a great football season overall. It was a lot of fun games. And what I love it the most, Larry, is that week 18, it was so many teams still playing hard because they were playing to either increase their playoff seeding or make it
Mm-hmm.
to the playoff. And that's exciting. A lot of time that last week, man, you just like, I don't even want to watch that. Everybody got their backups in. But there was a bunch of teams playing hard.
Oh yeah, it always gonna come down to it. It's gonna be the wild card games, man. And the teams got to get in. So, that you just got to pray that you on the lucky end of the stick, and the team that's struggling. I mean, that got to play to get in the tournament is one of your players.
Well, Larry, how do you think that NFC South can be improved? For, of the teams that I see, I still like Tampa to win it again. I just looking over there at the Falcons,
Well,
looking over at the Saints. Yeah,
yeah, for the NFC. Well, yeah, for the NFC South, I do like Tampa, but it's all gonna be determined and what happens to our defense, especially with Levante David or even Devin White, to be honest. But actually, even though they're my rivals, I am shooting, and I really want Raheem Morris to turn the Falcons around so he can keep his job and see that team turn around to what they used to be.
yeah, I'm kind of excited about that, but I think he need to change his think processing. His think processing is I'm going to let the OC call the plays, and my new DC person I'm going to let call the plays. Now, bruh, you defensive head coach, you need to
Mm-hmm.
call your defensive plays. You can't be
Yep.
sitting back there and I'm going to let my coordinators do their thing. And what you going to do? Be a cheerleader? No, bro, you need to be involved in that
Yeah, you
defense.
better learn from D'Amico Ryans, Todd Bowles, Robert Silas, all them boys calling their own defense, man. Because that's what we from. That's what we know. So I rather that if I rather he stick with that.
And Larry, also, I'm not a Patriots fan, but I hope Gerard Mayo does
That
well.
about him.
And it's just interesting. Bill Belichick come in there, man. And he coming in with all these demands, I think. And that I need to take control of this and that. And they said, bruh, you 72. Ain't nobody begging you for a job, and we're not going to give you full control. He wanted full control of the Falcons, and that GM over there say, no, you're not going to. We need somebody going to work with us. So they look at Bill Belichick and they say, do you want him? Do you want somebody like that as your head coach right now? Because he don't really want to work with nobody, but he got to take a humble pie and say, bruh, you have hit rock bottom winning 4 games last year. You can't
Mm-hmm.
come in with all that other stuff. So I guess he'll sit a year out and see what happens next year because he want to come in and win them 15 games so bad to beat Don Shula. Honestly, Larry, I hope he don't beat Don Shula.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think he's gonna have a job. Probably he ain't getting no job, so he ain't gonna beat that record. Just like he didn't get another Super Bowl because Tom Brady got one. He had a great reign. His legacy is definitely amazing. He done a heck of a job, man. Just go out on top as you were, man. Just let it go.
Real quick before we get off, Larry, what you think about that hire that the Washington Commanders did, hiring Dan Quinn from the Cowboys? I'm like this. So you hired Dan Quinn from the Cowboys. Did you see that what Green Bay did to his defense in the playoff? Y'all at home, you the second seed, and you made history by the number 7 seed for the first time beating the number 2 seed in the NFL in the playoff game, and you gave him head coach. I really thought that they should have gave Eric Bieniemy a shot, but the poor guy, he don't even get interviews no more.
But the thing is, and what happened with Dan Quinn is a lot of people just had stopped doing it, and they had the same problem with the Chiefs. You can run on them, you can't throw on them because they got a good secondary, and that's what Green Bay Packers did. Aaron Jones had a field day. He had almost what they said. I think he had almost 350 all-purpose yards. That's your running back. But
You're absolutely right.
he
That that
definitely
that
he definitely as I say, man, from what he did, man, he definitely he earned a head coaching job again just to see if he could do it. But you know, I feel like,
yeah.
but that
I
walking
just
through that commander's job, that's gonna be woo, it's rough over there.
I'm just, and Magic Johnson's the one pulled the thing. I'm just tired of they keep going at these retread coaches, man. Man, get somebody in there that haven't done anything. Now, I will give them credit this. They wanted the Detroit Lions OC, and it was sad, Larry. So
He wanted too much money.
the Commanders was on the plane, probably Magic Johnson on that too. Private plane to fly out to Detroit to see him. While they in the plane, he texted him and said, "I'm staying in Detroit."
Yeah, because they didn't want to meet what he wanted, in which
Yeah,
that was set up from the comments, from the commentators and everybody, from the analysts and all of them. Oh man, he's this great, he's this great, he's this great. All right, since everybody thinking I'm this great, so my feet gonna be way up there.
yeah. I think it really got to his head. But to be honest with you, Larry, I just don't think he wanted the Commander's job. At the end of the day, I think
That's
he said he really wanted the Chargers. Well, John Harbaugh got that. Speaking of teams, I'm anxious to see what he's going to do with the Chargers. That's the team. To see what John Harbaugh going to do with Justin Herbert and that team. The boy has won. The man has won everywhere he's gone. He's going to turn that team around.
mm-hmm. He definitely have one. He turned around the 49ers, and then went over there to Michigan and turned them around.
The boy went to the Super Bowl with Colin Cap.
Oh yeah, Cap was that man back then, man.
Yeah, he was. He was that fire. So, Larry, this is what I'm thinking. So, this is it for now. We'll try to do, we say we do this every year, but let's try to make a concerted effort that we'll have another podcast after the draft to talk about how exciting the draft is. And I know if Tampa gets some good people, you'll be ready to pop on.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna make that happen, man. I'm gonna be more assertive with that one. With that, to be ready for after the draft. April coming around the corner. We got to pray that it move a little faster. But yes,
that's
definitely
right.
can't wait.
Yeah, I guess for me, I try to watch some boring basketball, fall asleep, but I
It's
know
actually one
basketball
of
fun.
this the best time to actually now, as they always say, the best time to actually always watch basketball is after the All Star break because now every game after that is meaningful. So this is actually one of the perfect times to actually start watching in basketball now.
Have they had All-Star break?
No, it's this weekend.
Oh, really? Okay, tight.
Mm-hmm.
I always like them games. Well, all right, Larry, thanks for coming on, man.
All right,
And
man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. Thank you for all the likes, man. Please subscribe, and we'll be right back at it, man, when the season starts back.
all right, we'll see you in April, people. All right, we out.